Good evening, everybody, and happy Friday evening. I hope everybody has had a good week. Just like last time, we are doing this a bit of a simulcast. We are doing a live stream on YouTube, and we are also doing a live stream on TikTok. So I will be toggling back and forth and chatting with as many people as I can and answering as many questions as I can. Chris, my buddy, it is very happy and unexpected to see you here, so I'm very glad about that. David, thanks for joining. Dark Horse, as always, it is a pleasure. Excuse me. So we are going to be doing something a little bit different. I can only do this for 30 minutes. So for those of you that are keeping score, I canceled the live stream for last week because we're only doing one live stream a month, right? The commitment is to do 10 live streams, and then we're going to evaluate it and see if this is something that we're going to continue. So we're going to do one live stream a month, but I had something came up that was unexpected. I just couldn't do it, and I was actually going to cancel this one. Not that I wanted to, of course, uh, but there are some things going on that I just can't talk about. And Corey says, I won't ask about the wolf farm. Well, you could ask about the wolf farm or Olaf. I had a one-on-one consultation with a Patreon member today, and we talked about Olaf. So nothing is off limits here, right? Let's talk about the Wolverine mech. We could do that too. So, Shamad 07, thank you. It is good to see you. Let me check my TikToks. What's my favorite Lego friend set? Well, let's talk about that. So that's Amazon exclusive friend set. That tower, the four like studio apartment looking thing. I think that set is super cool. It has different colors. Not exactly sure if that's something I'm going to pull the trigger on when it comes to investing, but that's something that's on my radar. And it came out a while ago, or not too long ago, so I have time to, do some due diligence. That's not something that is too pressing. Contra Bricks Bill Craze, hello, and Jim, hi from Australia. Hello, we have a significant amount of people from Australia. We have a couple Patreon members from Australia too. So thanks for joining us. It is 11 p.m. here. If I had to guess, I believe it is somewhere around 10 o'clock, maybe 11 o'clock your time in Australia. What part of Australia are you from? Are you from Melbourne, Perth, or Sydney? What are some things to consider when picking Lego sets to invest in? Well, that is a great question. Exclusivity is probably the buzzword that I'm doing a lot this year. I'm going after a lot of exclusive sets. I bought more exclusive sets this year than I probably have all the past years combined. That's something that I'm doing. You also want to, successfully purchase sets that are out of your comfort zone, right? So, a lot of people were like, Jim, what sets on the retirement list are you looking forward to purchasing? And I said to the answer I had to them was, let's just wait and see what Duplo sets are retiring, right? Because you didn't see that Duplo list. The Duplo list is out there, right? You just have to know what you're doing to find it. I had a Patreon member share with me the Duplo retirement list on where to get it. And so I am enjoying that, and I will be sharing that with other Patreon members. So as always, I will take the lead of TikTok. TikTok says I could attract more viewers if I ask people to like. If you would like to like this video, it would be greatly appreciative. I never thought I would be asking for likes on the live stream, but let's see what's going on over on YouTube. Have you seen the Shop at Home exclusive Range Rover Discovery? What do you think of the Shop at Home exclusives in general from an investment perspective? I think the Shop at Home exclusives are the way to go. I mean, I had a doctor's appointment yesterday in Cincinnati, Ohio, and you're damn well sure that I left my house in Kentucky an hour early so I could go to that Lego store. I thought about bringing a disguise with me so I could go before the doctor's appointment and go after the doctor after the doctor's appointment. But yeah, I love, probably with the exception of a couple Target exclusives, the Lego Shop at Home exclusives are just the way to go. I absolutely love them. Winnie the Pooh set, any thoughts, good or bad? Seems like in the past the Duplo sets have done super well. I mean, I am surprised at how much chatter I see for Winnie the Pooh, and I'm not just talking about investors. Like whenever I would do my TikTok videos and I would talk about Winnie the Pooh, like I just couldn't believe the comments from the rank and file Lego customers, buyers, collectors on how much they love that set. So that's something that really impresses me about it. And hopefully there won't be too many resellers that will hear what I just said. But yeah, I definitely think the Winnie the Pooh set is fire. It's funny. I had a one-on-one consultation with a Patreon member today, and I'm happy to share this with you. He said, would you pick the Winnie the Pooh set or the Medieval Blacksmith if you had one set to purchase? And I said, you know what? That would be a great question to ask as a survey on YouTube. So if anybody wanted to jump in and say which one they think is better, that's something that might be a good idea. I'll ask that probably the beginning of next week. Corey says, just remember, Duplo takes up a lot of space and more to ship. Yes, it does. Let me tell you. Try putting 150 Duplo dollhouses into a bunch of Home Depot boxes, right? You're absolutely hating that process. That's something that I had to do. You're taking a case of Legos, you're opening it up, and you're saying, "Please don't be dollhouse. Please don't be dollhouse. Please don't be dollhouse." Right? Not that it matters because it's either going to be dollhouse or Speed Champions. But I had so many dollhouses because I think you could only load 6 or 7 in a Home Depot box. And if you have 150 of those, that takes up a lot of space. Let's see. And I will hop back with you guys on TikTok. Don't worry. Hey, Jim, thoughts on Brickhawk? I had that question earlier in the week. I feel like it's not mentioned a lot among Lego investors. So here's the deal. I've only been on Brickhawk like once, and let me hop on there so I can better answer your question. Yeah, so here's the deal. If you don't mind, let me answer that question later in the next 5 to 7 days. If people find value out of it, great. I will say, and I kind of let the cat out of the bag a couple days ago. We do have some exciting new tools that we're going to unveil. Some will be at the end of the month. Some will be at the end of September. And the one that we'll be setting up at the end of September, there will be a lot of updates over the course of the weeks and the months. So if you first see that tool and you say to yourself, you know what, I thought that tool would be a little bit more impressive than what Jim is talking about, although this will be a good tool. Don't get me wrong. But, my goal to you is top quality tools for Lego deals that you could purchase on your own for free, and I hope everybody appreciates that. I keep on talking to a developer right now, and we're negotiating price, and I'm like, wow, I hope people appreciate this because I'm giving it to them for free. So I will get back to you on Brookhound or Brickowl, whatever that, or Brickhawk. That's what it was. Let's see. Are you able to sell Walmart branded Lego sets on Amazon? I believe you can. Yeah, you should be able to. Those Star Wars 2-in-1 or 3-in-1 sets from last year. I think I've seen those on. I think I've seen those on Amazon. Let me catch up to. Hey, Canes, how are you? Brant wants to know about the stinkers. Yeah. Do you do the Monza painting? I'm not sure what that means. Do GWPs generally retain or gain value? Are they stickers or stinkers? I'm not sure. I love GWPs. That Harry Potter GWP that's coming out soon. Uh, I'm going in. Let me just tell you. I think the threshold is $130. Bad mistake by Lego because I am going to be buying a lot of the miniature Hogwarts castle. I got a couple I need to buy for gifts, and then if you know what you're doing, you should be able to maximize your profits when it comes to GWPs and the Hogwarts castle. I missed out on Sesame Street. I'm still upset about it. Well, here's the deal, Stevie. Sesame Street hasn't gone up in value as much as what I thought. So if you were to purchase it right now, I mean, you're still getting it for a pretty decent deal. You don't want to wait 2 more years to pick it up, right? How am I doing tonight? Well, actually, I'm not doing good. I'm doing terrible. I have to cut this short, and I'm not trying to make this about me, but after this, at 9:30, I have to cut this short because I'm probably going to check myself into the hospital. I'm having some chest pains. Let's see. What else do we got here? Do you know why Amazon put restrictions on some sets and not others? I was not restricted on Mando Starfighter before when I looked. Let's see. Sorry, the screen just jumped on me. I apologize. When I looked at it months ago, however, I am now. You know, Amazon does that sometimes. I would a lot of times. I think it's intentional, but sometimes they just don't know what they're doing, and something like that accidentally happens. So I would contact them. For those of you that remember the debacle 4 or 5 months ago, where they immediately just like gated half the people out there, I don't think that was intentional. They did that by mistake. Where are we at here? I am scrolling down. Oh yeah. Any thoughts on Harry Potter GWP set September 1st? It's fire. I think I just answered that question. I would grab as many as I possibly can. Or the White House. The White House is a good set. Jim's hair growth is off to the races. Yeah, it is. Thank you for that. I was actually trying to get to the barber yesterday. I don't go to a hairstylist. I go to a barber because I'm a man. And I couldn't, but I need to get my hair cut next week, so it will look just right for Brick World Grand Rapids. I still need 1 more or so of the minifigs Winnie the Pooh sets. I loved the TV show in the 80s. Cool to see we got a Bamble animal. Okay. Good evening, Wolfman. A couple of brickheads, my buddies. And you know what? I'm just going to do this. If you haven't checked out the A Couple of Brickheads YouTube channel, you need to do it. I think they're still under 2,000 followers. It is criminal that they don't have 10,000 followers. They should probably have more than me right now. So you need to do that as a personal favor. It will make me happy. What does Corey say? Problem is with the exclusive GWPs on Amazon is some not listed in the search. Yes, you're absolutely right. COVID sniffles. No, I have a sinus infection. I appreciate that. I have a sinus infection, and I've been having chest pains, and I For those of you that don't know, I have heart failure, so whenever I have chest pains, I don't worry as much as maybe I should, because I've been through this so many times. Last time I had chest pains, I didn't go straight to the emergency room. I actually went to the barber and got a haircut. Then I went to the emergency room. So we're talking about haircuts again. Why do you like the Minecraft Star Wars brickheads so much? Do you see them being on sale? No, I absolutely, and I'm assuming you're talking about the exclusive brickhead sets, right? Because here's the deal: we have a proliferation of uh, Lego resellers, right? And just because you have $5,000 to spend on Lego and you've been a Lego reseller today is your first day, doesn't mean you know the ins and outs. It doesn't by any chance mean that you're savvy, right? I guarantee you there's a lot of people that are reselling that don't even know about Lego Shop at Home. I promise you, right? And then you're going to talk to them about exclusive sets and how, they have to do a little bit of extra work to go and get those exclusive sets. I don't see a lot of people doing it. I have a huge, I'm looking at it right now. I got 3 Home Depot extra large boxes, and they're just filled with exclusive brickheads, right? Even the Wally and Eve that is not retiring this year, and my poor Wally, I still haven't found the second eye on the Wally. Maybe I'll order that from Bricklink. Okay, a bit off topic, but do you ever buy loose bricks? Currently looking for some mock instructions online and curious about how the pricing. Dude, let me tell you, I've purchased more off of Bricklink this year. No, in the last 2 months than I have in my entire life. And Bricklink will make you go broke, right? Especially because you're not reselling them. It is crazy. So one of the mocks that I plan on, that I'm in the middle of doing, I should have brought one of my mocks down here that's complete. But one of the mocks I'm doing for my Lego City is I'm wanting to do the Peach Pit from Beverly Hills 90210, right? And I'm also wanting to do a Cobra Kai dojo, right? Because Cobra Kai never dies. And you're saying to yourself, okay, these are just run-of-the-mill bricks. There's nothing special about them, right? This stuff adds up. If you're wanting to build a modular mock, you're probably going to be spending at least as much as a regular modulo or more, right? And it is just crazy. And I just wanted to put together I've always wanted a Coca-Cola Classic refrigerator, right? A vintage one. But I never wanted to purchase it for $5,000 or $7,000, right? I just didn't want to do it. And I said, you know what? I'll just go ahead and make one out of Lego. And I did. And I swear that thing cost me like $200, right? And I'll eventually show it. It's upstairs. I can't believe I didn't bring it down here. But yeah, loose bricks are expensive. And, it's good to stick with one Bricklink seller that has the most pieces, right? Because even though it's a little bit more, they might have it at a little bit more of a higher price. They have such a variety. You don't want to be shopping from 5 or 6 people. If you're not well, get to the hospital. We appreciate you being here. But health is wealth. You sound like my wife. I appreciate that comment. Okay. Let's see. Where are we? Let's back up. Your health is yeah. I'll get there, guys. Don't worry. I didn't want to cancel twice in 2 weeks. That just wasn't gonna happen. The real Ibaka. Hi Jim. Hello back. Damn, I got sinus infection too. Well, we should go to the hospital together since we're in the probably 30 minutes from each other. Why does Lego only let you buy one Executor Star Destroyer? Because they're assholes. That's why. I thought they wanted to say they're just assholes. Your mate over at BrickBucks is flexing 500K a year turnover. Yeah, I don't want to talk about that just because I'm the one that decides whenever I talk about that or not. But there, that person got a lot of heat off of that video, and he didn't sell 500,000 in Lego. He admits in the comment section that he just sold over 100,000, right? So he should focus on telling the truth more and doing less of this whenever he's talking on camera, because he's like, "You'll never believe," and I'm like, "What's wrong with your hand? Like, do you have Tourette's or something?" But anyway, thoughts on the Ahsoka brickheads for investment purpose? Absolutely love it. Kane says, I got 10 Snowtrooper battle packs for $3 a piece. Good for you, my friend. Overseas sellers are usually cheaper. You need to try to get as many bricks from one seller as possible. Absolutely. Absolutely. You finally got the assembly square built, and that's great. What I need to do, I need to put my modular back here that I completed, my rebrickable. I haven't even posted it on Instagram yet. But yeah, I can't wait. Now, a city is a slow moving process, right? And I don't plan on building Legos for 10 hours a day. I just do it at my pleasure whenever I'm able to. So, yeah. Sending my first Amazon shipment soon. Good for you, Christian. That is awesome. I wish you nothing but good success. Best and worst speech champion sets, in your opinion? I'm guessing you're asking the ones that are currently available. Well, Christian, as you know, I just recently did that. I did that Speed Champions video. I feel like I probably should have put one more in there instead of my top two, and the Fast and the Furious set in there as an honorable mention. For those of you that haven't seen this, and I don't mind promoting other people's stuff, but I just don't want to spend all of my time promoting other people. Although you should definitely subscribe to ACOB. But there is a gentleman, I think he won Lego Masters Australia, maybe, or something like that. He has a YouTube channel where he just completed his Lego City that is Grand Theft Auto. Highly encourage you to check it out. That is a city that I was trying to make before I even found that channel. And I'm not a video game or Grand Theft Auto guy, but the way he puts everything together, it is absolutely amazing. And I highly recommend that you check it out, because I have one modular done. I'm in the process of doing another modular. And then after that, and those are all rebrickables, right? But after that, I want to put together a mock where I want to put a pawn shop and a bail bondsman right next to each other. I think that would be cool. Hey, Jim, best piece of advice to prepare for Q4? I mean, there's more than just one, I would say. Just remember, you go on your own timeline, right? So, I'm sure everybody has lofty goals. No, there are not Grand Theft Auto Lego sets, but he's a Lego master. He's just an amazing person, and he's put them together as MOCs, and it just looks beautiful. Hey, Dova Hero. But yeah, so getting back, you just remember, you go at your own pace, right? Do not stress yourself out because you're your own boss. You should be thankful that you're your own boss when it comes to this, and you don't have a boss that you report to. So just remember, you're on your own timeline. If you don't meet every deadline, but you're still pushing, that's okay. It will eventually happen. I guess the only other piece of advice is try and make the Q4 process as streamlined as possible, because you don't want to get to the point to where you hate reselling Legos. And I was at that point a couple years ago. And to be honest, I think once a year, at various times of the year, I say to myself, is this something that I want to continue doing? Because I could just see myself, just saying goodbye to it. It was a good run, which it was. I mean, I've been doing this since 2012. You can't say it wasn't a good run, but you keep on doing it, and you keep on pushing, and then you get you achieve the goals that you want. So I hope that was able to help. Christian, I'm not sure if I answered that question about the best speed champions. But there's a lot of exciting speed champions, and I'm looking forward to the speed champions next year that come out too. Let me see what's going on. We got 5 minutes left, and then I got to bounce. Well, I bet there's so many small Lego pieces I can eat in those boxes. I buy way more than I sell. Okay, well, I hope that works for you. My cousin has the white Bowser one. The white Bowser one. That sounds familiar. I love Legos. I love Legos too. Yeah, the next year the Speed Champions will be $26. Yeah, that stinks. Um, what's the latest for Q4 Amazon shipments? That's a great question. For some reason the questions are just flooding in right here. Do I have the Real Madrid Stadium? I do not. I don't have any stadiums. The good news is I still have a lot of older sets that are money. That's awesome. So getting back to this, and I'm sorry, I'm trying to catch up. I have like this pounding headache that I can't shake. Oh, so when we're going to send things in. So, I do FBM, right? I don't do FBA. And for those people that are just getting into Lego, I encourage you, at the end of the day, it's your call, but I encourage you to do FBM at least the first year, because that's when you're going to be the most intimate with your business. Most of the resellers I know do FBM, although there are a couple I know that do FBA and they swear up and down on it, and I'm not going to change their mind. But, there are opinions for when to ship it in. I always like doing it in August. Now, some people will say, Jim, that's too soon. I don't want to pay a month's worth of storage fees. Well, storage fees is like a quarter a set, right? 25 cents per set. Is that really going to break you when it comes to storage fees? If it is going to break you, then I just want to prep early, get things out of the way, and move on. Some people do it in September. I don't expect this to be a huge retail season. I expect it to be near pretty much exactly like last year. But if this was going to be a huge one, I know people that have sent things in October, at the end of October, and they did not get things scanned into FBA until the end of November. There was one question I'm looking for that I liked. I'm trying to find it. Is it a full-time job year-round for you, or just part-time? Well, I do sell year-round, but I don't. If I'm not trying to flex, right? But I have hundreds of thousands worth of Lego sets, and during the dry months, it is dry, right? But you also need to get so I sell more than just on Amazon and eBay. I do various other platforms that a lot of people just aren't familiar with, and I also do business to business deals, right, too. So if Amazon were to crash tomorrow forever, I would consider myself being in a very good place. Because I think that's something that I can bounce back off of. Contra Bricks build. Yeah, I'm a sorter, my own boss. My sale is on Facebook sales. Okay. Thanks for all you do, Jim. Thank you. Hey, my buddy Steven, I haven't chatted with you in forever. I feel like we should chat in the near future just to see how life is. Because it was always a pleasure to chat with you. I hope you and your family are doing very well. Will Bowser go on sale this year? I don't know. Probably. Oh, thank you, Eric, for giving me a hot dog. If you don't know, you could give hot dogs on TikTok. You gave me 14 hot dogs. Oh my gosh. Thank you for all the gifts, by the way, on TikTok. That was very unexpected. I never expect gifts, but you guys rock. You guys do a lot of good What do you think about vendors and stores selling Lego above market? Well, I mean, Um, I really can't say any negative stuff, right? Because I'm a reseller and I ask for top dollar. All right, there was one question I was trying to find. It was something about the golden age of Lego. Let me do a quick scan. We are at 9:30, so I am going to bounce out in a minute. All the questions are coming quick, though. Um, Employee team. We do have a team during Q4. We have a team. It all depends between 4 and 5 people. Um, so I hope that answers the question. A Lego pop up shop is a good thing. Whoa, I'm being flooded with questions. Um, is it too early to start building an inventory of avatar sets? I mean, why? Why would you want to start an inventory of avatar sets? I say that in jest, but I'm also a little bit serious when I say that. I know somebody who absolutely loves the Avatar Lego sets, and he's going all in. Um, but I just feel that there's better opportunity out there. All right, where are we at? Yeah, we you cannot give hot dogs on YouTube. That is that is correct. Let me tell you, TikTok is the future. It just is. I love TikTok. TikTok, whenever it comes to monetization, is crap. YouTube does a lot more, um, but TikTok is the future. It's a lot more difficult to get 10,000 subscribers in 2023 than it was in 2018 because of TikTok. TikTok is the future, and you just have to pivot and adjust. Oh, do you think? Okay, thank you, Wolf Story. I appreciate that. So, do you think we're in the golden age of Lego for adults? I mean, here's the deal. I feel like the golden age was 8 years ago, but I feel like this is a kind of an extension of the golden age, right? Because I think you could say there was a golden age for Lego for adults before Lego was aggressively marketing the 18 plus crowds, right? Thank you for all the gifts. I have so many gifts over here. I can't wait till this live stream is done, and I'm waiting in the emergency room so I could check to see how many gifts I have. But yeah, so I really think because I was trying to think where we're at when it comes to the certain chapters of Lego, right? Like I really think the 2012 to 2020 was kind of like the prequel, right? And then there's the proliferation from 20 to 23, and I feel like we're starting to get into a new chapter. But I definitely think 15 years from now, when there are 30 and 40-year-olds that will say, wait, there was a F-150 Raptor Lego set, they'll look at this time of being the golden age. So I do like, it's weird. I just feel like we're in two different, maybe this is the second half of the Lego golden age. Um, so what we got? Man. Chilled out Brex. Thanks for joining. I appreciate that. Okay, Jim, take care. Some avatars are 50% off. Yeah. Could not pass it up. Listen, you do you. If that's what you like, I support you and I wish you success. I never want to say don't buy this set that someone loves, and it's a missed opportunity. I hope I'm wrong, and I hope you guys are right. All right, we're doing the last call here. Christian, you have my phone number. You could just text me this stuff. but I'm happy. I'm definitely happy you're here, though. Yeah, and yeah, it'll highly be sought after here in Kentucky because that's where the Ford plant is. It's more fun hearing you read it. Okay, all right. So how long have you been in Lego? I've over a decade. 2012. The minifigures killed Avatar. Okay, that's an interesting one. Best way to unload Harry Potter sets, local route or eBay? I would probably say eBay. It all depends what city you live in. If you live in a highly populated city, probably that way. I do not live in a highly populated city, and that's by design. Whenever the wars start, um, just got back into Legos my age, and it's thanks to you. Oh, thank Eric. That is such a sweet comment. Thank you so much. You sent me a bratwurst. You guys are the best. All right, I'm signing off. And oh my gosh, D's Bricks is here. If there's one Bricklink store I highly recommend, it is D's Bricks. You have to go and check it out. Check out dsbricks.com. His Bricklink store is Big As Bricks. He has everything on dsbricks.com. He is the absolute best. When I place an order, I will either have a tracking number that night or the next morning. And feel free to message him if you can't if you can't get this information right now because you're driving. Yes, I mean, D's Bricks is the man. I can't wait to see him in Grand Rapids in about 25 days. I'm going to give him a big handshake. All right, TikTok, I'm going to say goodbye to you. Have a wonderful night and a good weekend. YouTubers, you've been great. Do you know why Amazon would delete a listing? You know what? Talk to Corey about that. I'm pretty conspiratorial, but I think Corey would have a better answer than that. You could continue the chat whenever I'm off. I think it'll let you go for a little bit. But everybody, have a good night, have a good weekend, and I will talk to all of you very soon. Take care.